Hi, welcome to Superintelligence Unlocked again. Today's video is going to be on a pretty important memorization technique that is going to be essential to creating perfect recall with any memory, any story, any event. You need to have perfect retention on in terms of building up your analytic capabilities, your analysis, your social deduction, all of these sorts of things. This is a memory technique you're going to be reusing on core important memories. You need to make sure you have perfect retention on. So I have a little example prepared, just as illustration. So basically, this technique first, you obviously think of your event, and of this event, prepare a brief list of important and special nouns. This actually might sound like similar to a different technique I was showcasing on my channel earlier. But this technique is more directly related to superintelligence, and that technique is actually inspired by this technique. The ways in which it is inspired. They're not actually that connected, but they're about writing words. So anyways, in order to obtain, did I explain what superintelligence is? Superintelligence is essentially, it's a whole other class of intelligence. And when you're super intelligent, you're basically a superior breed of human with capacities that other people can't even dream of. You basically have the ability to maybe not do anything, but the ability to have the capacity to do anything. So it's not necessarily you could become, leader of Russia and the world's best violinist, but you could do both things. You can't do both of them in tandem, but you could do both things. Both of those things are probably beneath most super intelligent people, but that is what superintelligence is, and this is helpful for superintelligence. Okay, so here's the example I prepared. I have important memory in my life, and what you're going to do is you're going to take 10 words that relate pretty chiefly, importantly, that kind of ring in your head with that. You're going to take these words, 10 of these words, and you're basically going to begin writing them on a sheet of paper, but kind of scatterbrain, like it's like you're brainstorming. So here's the sheet of paper, and as you write them out, you're going to basically explain the memory as you recall it. And obviously this is going to actually improve your retention of it, but you're going to want to, for illustrative impact, retell the memory just to yourself out loud, out loud, not like to another person, but out loud to yourself, just so you emphasize the key particular elements to yourself. It's best to do it out loud. You're basically going to go through every single word kind of in a linear order in this story. So for me, I would say my mom put me in the car when I was, I'll add some, I guess, extra details. So when I was 4 years old, my mom took me to the car. We were going to like the dentist or something. I don't remember. And then she ran over the neighbor's dog, and the dog started screaming and died. And my mom wiped down the car and like the surrounding areas as well. She wiped down a lot of things. And then she told me we're going to have a secret. And in order to make sure I would not tell it, she took me to McDonald's to get me a McFlurry. Actually, but the ice cream machine was broken, and so we spent 90 minutes driving around to different McDonald's in a variety of locations trying to find one where they had a functioning ice cream machine, and we finally did find one. And I later realized that what I was doing was I would need to be lying to the neighbors and my dad about what happened. So once you have your 10 words written out and you've retold the story, then what you're going to do is you're going to basically kind of scatterbrained around like this. Make sure they're not like in a list. They're kind of, randomly in an array like this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take an antonym for each word. It doesn't need to be a perfect antonym, but just an antonym. So, for mom, I chose dad. And obviously, maybe my mom might be the exact opposite of my mom isn't my dad, but, it is a corresponding word. It doesn't really need to be perfect. And anyways, you're going to then draw this antonym as far as possible away from this word mom. So I'm going to put the word dad, over in this area. So once you've done that, you're going to, also make sure, label your label your words in order of alphabetical order. So broken obviously is 1, car is 2, blah, 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 all the way to the 10 words. Then what you're going to do is you are going to, oh, here we go. You're going to have this whole map created, and what you're going to do is you're basically going to draw a line from, from mom to dad. So I believe dad is over here. Yes, you're going to basically draw a line between these two in all of the words, and you're going to note, you're going to circle all of the intersections. Once you have that done for all 10 words, then what you're going to do is you're going to have a list, and it's basically going to be basically in that alphabetical order. This is why you specified it. You're going to basically list out the number of intersections. So if you look here, there are between broken and fixed, there are 7 points of intersection. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yes, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. I miscounted. Yes, 6, 7. Then you're going to write 7 right here, and you do that for every single word. Then what you have here, I have mine here is, I'm giving this one away because I have usually you want to keep these very secret, even that these are very, very valuable to the non-super intelligent. Once you're super intelligent, you kind of have enough of a back catalog that it's not important to have other people's, but once you make sure to try and keep these keys usually confidential. Don't share this. I mean, I'm fine with it being out there. It's not like I have defenses against people knowing this, but keep this. Don't share this around with a bunch of people. But anyways, once you have that, you're gonna have this key here. You want to keep this. This is the keys you want to keep secret. So my key is 75657577769. Now with this key because it includes the underlying structure of the event, and I have superimposed my initial recollection of the event there, I've revealed to myself the structure through this, and with this key, I basically have a quick way to recollect and work backwards. And in my mind, I mentally reconstruct the entire event, and I can remember details that I didn't even remember when I first told this. So when I first learned this, I didn't even remember that we also, ironically, hit a raccoon on the way to the second McDonald's. And I thought that, I kind of noted that in the time, and, that kind of added to my, understanding of the event, because it's like, oh man, that's just like a totally other creature, but we didn't even care about running over the raccoon because it was just a raccoon rather than my neighbor's dog, but they're both animals at the end of the day. That's just an interesting detail that I thought. But yeah, I hope this has been useful. Make sure to get, for very important core memories that you want to be analyzing, this will help you understand them better. Thank you. Or no, not thank you. Thank me. Thank me.